Guys, what's going on? This is Namkraft and welcome to the Sister Starcraft English commentary. You're going to be watching once again games for the Flash Cell series, games between Flash and random people on the internet. This time around, we're going to be having a TvT Flash versus Rush. The map is Metropolis. These guys are not playing in the ASL, so they're going to be having their fun time here. And I guess this game is kind of guaranteed to be epic. These guys are having a bit of a chit chat in the screen here. I'm going to summarize the results of the chat and leave it in the comments. So if you want to check out what they're talking about, feel free to do so at some point in time in this game. And yeah, my friend is also chit-chatting here, so let's just kind of forget about him. But anyways, this is going to be I guess released a little bit normal, and it's not gonna get a little bit released a little bit later because we have a lot of ASL materials coming along. By the way, have you ever realized that this is grass? This is grass. I thought it's just like bare land, but this is actually, you know, plants. It's plants. It's herbs. Look at this field. If you just zoom in a little bit, you can see there's like a bone here, and there's like two pile of rocks there, and the command center looks like it's like floated on the ground. Look at the structure. It's amazing. Anyways, how can the SV come out of this? I've never seen this. And by the way, I'm still traveling today, so this is why you don't hear me with the best possible microphone. And this is expected. This side of the map as a whole. Look at that hole. How can these guys not trip along when you're walking through this hole right here? And look at the beautiful, you know, engineering effect of the supply depot. It's amazing. Anyways, Flash is going to be located at the top left in the blue color, and Rush is going to be located at the bottom left in the white color. Both players coming out to scout. Flash is scouting in the wrong direction. Rush is coming through the middle, looking forward to some kind of floated barracks or early forward barracks, and server connection has been lost. That's right, I'm using the Wi-Fi connection from my phone. Technically, you don't need connection. You don't need the connection to actually cast these games. But I guess some of you have pointed to me that you know, it's going to have a much better refresh rate from the minimap. So here I am, and once again I don't have my second monitor, so I actually cannot switch easily. Okay, SV's meeting is center, and also my mic quality is very bad. But yeah, let's see what do we have here. That is going to be a supply depot in the corner there for Flash. About identical builds, the same timing with the command center. We have one Marine coming out from Rush, and on this side of the map I think it's also okay. It's going to be a Marine, right? A second, or this is the first Marine, I believe. Virtually the same supply between these two players, and it's going to be up to, you know, harassment and I guess engagement. And it looks like Flash comes out and he has seen the command center. He would try to save his SCV. On this side of my map, we're going to be seeing the SCV coming out from Rush, and he would not see this command center because two Marine he would try to get in, and he has confirmed it, but he will be losing an SCV. So things are going to be things are going to be looking very interesting here. Where's the other SCV that is going to return? This SCV will lose, and so Flash will be up an SCV, but he will have a mount, a knife full of what the other guy is building. So that is going to be the end of this. And I guess at the end of the day, Flash has got 3 Marines, right? And as for Rush, he's got 3. So both players have 3 Marines. Where is the floating barracks? Looks like Flash is making more Marines. Is he going to try to go for a push or something? He's coming out on this other map. We're seeing factory coming down, double factory, but it will be a little bit delayed until the next part of, you know, the units come out of the barracks from Rush, who will not be able to spot this. Looks like there's going to be another Marine, and it's going to be 5 Marine versus, I believe, just 3, and it's going to be coming down to just micro. How fast will be the reaction from Rush? He will not see this. Let's take a look from his vision perspective. He'll come out here, and Flash is going to react. It looks like Rush has full act. He's going to have to wait at the high ground. SVs are coming out. The first Marine has fallen from Rush. Looks like he comes out and Flash is able to destroy all of the Marines. There's got to be another Marine coming from the backside. I believe so. So let's see if, yeah, that's the third Marine. So Flash is doing a good job. He's going to try to snipe as many SV as possible. But it looks like Rush has defended correctly here. And now the floated barracks from Rush will be very much ahead of the floated barracks from Flash. Flash comes up with a vulture. Both the players going to go double factory. Inside of Rush's base, we'll be having triple factory, and the first vultures will be meeting each other in the center of the map. Let's see which player is going to have the better engagement here. Flash will build a supply depot here just to completely see the situation. No, it's going to be a starport. Interesting. Actually, if you look at the spawning position on this map, okay, we're going to be having vultures on vultures action here. It looks like Rush will be losing a vulture. Flash lost a marine, but Rush has lost a vulture. 5th minute mark of the game, and we have about even supply between these players. I was talking about the drop potential for these guys. And on this map, actually the player who's got a weakness in drops is going to be Rush, because you can look at his base. If you zoom out a little bit, you see it's so vulnerable, right? Flash can just drop in here. We've seen in that one game, Rush versus somebody, I think Rush versus Sharp or something like that in the ASL, where, you know, the player at the top side was losing, and then just because he keep on abusing this area, he came back to win. So the players on the bottom side of this map in these particular spawning positions will be disadvantaged, and that is going to be Rush. So going for early stop, what is the right way to play here? What is Flash building in the corner? That is going to be an academy. He's gonna have some nice information advantage here. Starport coming down as well, so both players gonna be going for Starport. This is raids first, just in case there's gonna be some weird stuff happening. We're gonna be having tanks from Flash. Rush has got what does he have here? He's got 6 vultures. That's a lot of vultures. And it looks like both players have exact identical information about what the other guys is doing. And maybe Rush is thinking of going for a push here. He's got his first raid. Okay, he's gonna have 2 more raids. And I think on this other map, Flash has got what exactly? He's got a little bit more in terms of ground army, but both players have not yet engaged. This game is going to be very hectic. If you have bought me coffee in the last 30 days, I'd like to thank you. Today, I actually will not take the chance to go out and thank you individually, because I don't wear my glasses, because I don't have my mic, so I have to actually put my mouth right next to the computer's internal microphone here. So I don't want to wear my glasses, so it's looking very strange to me. All of this blurry vision because I'm myopic. And so switching back and forth with the up studio is not going to be very good. But anyways, looks like Flash going to try to engage. He's got vulture with speed. He's got 3 tanks and possibly something like 10 vultures. Looks like on the other side we're having just double tank. But these raids will be coming out. Do we have Academy? I don't see. Do you have a what is the building called? Academy Factory. Armory, excuse me, Armory. Looks like we don't have Armory yet, but it looks like Flash will be doing a huge push. I'm not so sure. Siege mode, is it done? Siege mode for Rush will be finished soon, and Flash will decide to come in here. Is he sieging? Does Flash have siege mode? He's just gonna attack both players, gonna try to attack. I guess the angle for the defender is still okay. These 3 tanks are gonna try to push forward here, and Rush is gonna try to go for the. I mean, siege mode is done. He will siege and he will push his enemy back, but Flash will try to contain from this side. What about the raid? They're going to be attacking very nicely. We're going to be having cloak technology coming up from Flash, but he will need to wait. The first raid is coming out. It's going to get attacked. It's going to try to run away, so we shall see. On the center map, we're going to be having once again raids from Rush, and Rush need to keep his raids alive. It's imperative that he doesn't lose his raids, even though he has got a chance to go out there and do some damages on the SV. It's gonna be better to forget about it and keep your raids alive. This raid from Flash, the first one of him in the game, is gonna be under some pressure. He looks like Raid's gonna try to come out and attack these tanks. We don't have Goliath yet. The second, okay, that's gonna be an SV. It's gonna be a raid, but the cloak technology is about to finish now, so maybe these raids have to come back. But we do have scanners. Yeah, both players gonna be having scanners coming up. So these cloak technologies will not be so useful, and we're going to be having the first Goliath. Looks like Rush is not pulling back. He's busy pushing out to the center. He's going to try to clear the minefield and come out. Neither players have decided to take the third base, but looks like Flash is going to be the first one to do it. Both players are going to be backing up. Keep in mind that this drop potential is going to be huge. So whatever Rush do, he cannot lose those raids that he's got in the corner, and he's going to try to destroy the barracks, so that's not a bad idea. It looks like Rush is pushing hard along this vertical. There's a mine explosion on that tank. No, it looks like that tank was saved the last minute by the vultures or something like that, and Flash is going to push back. Rush 107 supply of Flash, down by about 10 supply here. What kind of advantage does Flash have? He's got the armory, but he's not upgraded. What kind of upgrades are we going to be seeing? The Goliath range upgrade coming out from Rush. And as for Flash, his commentated will soon complete, and he's gonna have to hold his side here. Looks like Rush does not see this area. He could just come out right now and snipe this place, but now reinforcement coming from the high ground. So I guess now it's gonna be impossible. for Rush to penetrate that area. It's gonna have to expand. Right now he comes out. We're gonna be having scanners from both of these players. Who scanned where? I'm not so sure. But anyways, looks like Flash will try to go out here. Will try to hold this area. He's got his counter rate. And Rush, despite the early opening advantages, he's failed to keep up with the macro of Flash here, and he's gonna have to hold this area. A nice mine explosion on that tank, but that tank is gonna get repaired. Command center going up. This is a very relay command center. SE is already saturated this area. We're gonna be having, possibly some turrets to cover those areas. There's gonna be what exactly the raids that are coming out here to attack. There's a four raids, but I think there's gonna be scanners. Scanners coming down, so these raids are going to get pushed back. Both the players are playing a very nice game so far. This command center is going to try to come out for another expansion, I believe, some time in the future. Right now, yeah, so double expanding from Rush because he thinks he controls this right side. As for Flash, he is, oh my god, another mine explosion? Maybe, no, I'm not so sure. But anyways, this area has got to have some mines coming up here because there could be drops coming from Rush. For the time being, both players are going to be waiting in the areas. What are they making exactly? A lot of tanks, Terran, booster, and +1 weapons coming out from Flash, which is we check what kind of upgrades we see. No upgrades yet from Flash, and as for from Rush, and as for Flash, also neither of the players have any upgrades. Very nice game coming up. Freaking goddamn, how many command center does Rush make? He's making an insane amount of command center just because he thinks he controls this area. I think Flash is scanning. He's looking around, he's scanning. Does he make a lot of dropships? I don't think so. He's gonna be making a lot of raids, right? I mean, he's making something from here. He's gonna be making a dropship. Okay, so we are gonna be seeing them coming in at some point in the future. For the time, it looks like counter drop coming from Rush is the right idea. We're gonna be having a command center coming up, and now it's gonna be up to Flash to actually apply the pressure because we are having a huge amount of economy surplus, a nice boost in mineral excavation here coming from Rush, and Flash has got nothing to do about it. He's going to be having the first dropship of the game. He's going to come out here, but these Goliaths are looking very strong. These mines are going to try to come out. And for the time being, Rush is trying to push Flash back. Flash is contained on his side of the map. And now Rush has got his 4 bases coming up. But keep in mind that these dropship, okay, there's going to be a good triple drop here. There's a lot of mine, but there's a nice mine to spot. And these tanks on the low ground will not attack correctly here. These raids are killing all of those tanks. There is going to be some scans. But this is the problem with this map, and Rush has started to defend correctly, and these vultures are buying so much time. The drops could come back for more attacks here, but some Goliaths need to attack. The SCV is going to try to clear the area. He's attacking what exactly? I think for now these bases will get clear. These counter rates are returned. We need to have scanners coming up, and there's a scanner. So these rates will blue, but look at how many times does Flash keep on dropping. He will drop again and again, but at least these rates finally will die. I'm not so sure. These hands come out. The vultures need to move a little bit forward here. More dropship coming up, and even though Rush has got his 5 bases floating, he cannot contain these drops, and they will come back. And losing the starboard means that Rush cannot make any more dropships. Neither can he make any more raids. So this is a problem. These 3 raids from Flash is still alive, and he will come back with more stuff. Look at this. He's abusing the map like crazy. So this is what Rush needs to do a long time ago. He's going to try to hold here. He needs to have some areas to spot. Maybe he needs to lift his starboard or something like that. Anyways, these tanks are trying to clear, but these command center is actually going to be falling very fast. During this time, if Rush could send some vultures towards the other bases on the map to make sure that they cannot mine, it's going to be better. But Flash has found a nice sweet spot. He's found a G spot, and he will keep on poking it, slitting it, slutting it all around, and he will drop more. There are some turrets, but this is going to be an insane attack. But double tanks binds a lot of time. These 2 tanks on the top side will clear Rush's tank in a single sweep here, and he's get pushed back hard, and these areas have been destroyed. I think these SW need to leave this area right now. There's nothing to gain here. You need to come out on the side of the map, make some more turrets, and try to play the long game, remake your starport basically. Yeah, this area is completely gone. I mean, this is so annoying to play Metropolis like this when you're on the bottom left and the enemy is on the top right. These tanks are coming out once again. We need to have scan. We don't have scan in these tanks. Okay, looks like neither of the players are within reach of the other guys' bases, and there's going to be a vultures who's come out just to clear these areas. But at least Rush is trying to contain his enemy. He's got this other side of the map. There's got to be a lot of turrets coming up. Rush has got a lot of money. You need to use this APM. This APM is dropped up to 300. You need to be using it for some nice attack. I'm missing some dropship. Once again, Flash continue to thrust into here. There's a lot of turrets coming down, but this area is so hard. Rush is going to try to siege once again. He doesn't have vision of the high ground. He siege and he sees it's going to be a huge attack coming from Flash. This might be an overcommitment from Flash because there's a lot of defense. And there's going to be some tanks, and these things need to be in siege position, and they are going to be in siege position, but all of these supply depot will fall. And the turrets finally completed. So at least there is some vision. These dropships will get pushed back as you need to come out to go for some splash damage. They will come in and start to. So this is this drop might eventually fail. I don't know. It looks like Rush is returning the rest of the forces, but double command center falling is a problem. This command center is going to go up, and this. I mean, if I was Rush, I would try to stop these bases from coming by sending some vultures around and making sure they can actually do no kind of expansion. Anyways, these 4 tanks will be alive for a long time. I guess the next attack coming from Flash might be eyeing these areas at the map here, and Rush need to secure it very fast. He's making a lot of turrets. He need to make a lot of mines. He need to actually have some tanks in the right position. Where the dropships from Flash, I'm not seeing it. They might be moving towards the side of the map. Looks like there's going to be a lot of buildings coming up. More starport, triple starport from Flash. He's abusing the map, and Rush has got nothing to say about it. Very unfortunate. What is this? There's going to be more drops coming through, and this command center isn't going to complete. It's not going to be allowed to complete here. Looks like Flash is going to try to scan to see exactly what the enemy is doing, and Rush need to kind of decide where to go. Oh my god, this is going to be a doom drop. There are some turrets here, but it will not be enough. The drop comes right through, and looks like Flash would drop something here. Will go through there. That's nothing. There's only a couple of supply depot. Rush is scrounging to get in position, and Flash decides to drop here. This is a mistake. This is a mistake. He doesn't need to drop here right now. He needs to actually go and attack. He's going to try to go here, scan, and now he's going to have to fall back here. And this base will be allowed to come up to him. What these drops are going to land here, and these Goliaths have to come back. And for the time being, Flash is playing very smart. The dropship comes out. You need to actually snipe them. Oh my god, where are the Goliaths? You need to get those. He gets 1 dropship, 2 dropship. The Goliaths are not dropping. There are no Goliaths here. This unit's got nothing. And looks like at the last minute, Rush clears all of these areas. And for the time being, he's allowed to live for a while. Need to set up some more mines, set up some more tanks. This area is going to be allowed to actually come out here for a little bit of time here. I think counter drop will be very good, but Rush doesn't have any more. Oh my god, losing these raids will be problematic. These raids are coming back. Anyhow, these tanks on high ground will be holding for some time. And now Flash controls 60% of the map. Rush controls just 40% of the map, and his main base are not mining. Keep that in mind. So it's a little bit of a stalemate situation. There's going to be more games coming up. Flash expanding like crazy. Flash maxed out. Rush 160 supply-ish is what these two guys have. And triple starport is going to try to come. What is happening here? Looks like these raids are going to try to clear these tanks, which is fine. Looks like Flash pushes through the center and tries to destroy all of these tanks. But there's a lot of static defenses. These tanks are not siege up. There's 2 more tanks on the backside. Where the dropship, I need to pay attention to everything here. I guess these areas will get cleared out by the raids, but looks like counter raids are going to be coming from Flash at some point in the future. Flash presses through here, but there's going to be a lot of raids, so they will slowly eat away these tanks. It's a long time until these raids can return. They've decided to come out here to attack this base. Got nothing, just some SCVs, nothing on the high ground. The vultures will lay a lot of mines here. But at the last rate, all of these tanks will fall supply-wise. Flash is still maxed out. Rush is down to 140. It's looking very hard. And of course these turrets will clear up. Anyways, these raids have decided it's gonna be the better move to clear all of these, and Rush is making a lot of raids. Do we see battle cruisers on this map? I don't see it. I'm not so sure I will see it, and more starport coming up. Just massive raids. I mean, both of these guys are having a lot of fun, I guess. These vultures will be destroyed by the tank fire, so there's no problem. And these vultures will also get cleared at some point in the future as well. Rush is just struggling to hold on. He could not clear these units. He needs to actually go out here, cloak his raid, destroy the single Goliath, and then push back. For now, he's trying to hold out. He will clear the last of the Goliaths, but that's not exactly where his raids need to be focusing the attention on. He needs to try to go for counter drop and clear these tanks. Clear these tanks. There's only 1 Goliath. He's not seeing it. He needs to send his raid. There's going to be some raids coming out. What is he trying to do with the middle map with his raid? Just destroying SCV is not the right idea. But he would take this base out. This base got some mining activities for a while. But losing this base, I think it will not hurt Flash that much. You need to think about the bottom right. The Rush needs to defend it at all costs. SCV coming out to the outer side of the map. And what is going to be the plan here? For Flash, he is still about to get master. I need to pay attention to the minimap because there's so much action going on everywhere. These tanks coming from the high ground will save this base, and a lot of splash damage underway, so I guess this base will get saved. But I think the problem here for Rush is these tanks. You need to clear them now, and that is going to be a way for him to actually get back to this game. Looks like counter Valkyries, and looks like Raid's not mentioned. There's going to be a nice scan from both of these players. And these races are trying to spread themselves out, but at the last minute, air superiority is in favor of Britain against Germany. That's right, Rush is Germany and Flash is Britain. What is happening? There's going to be a push in the middle map, but there's any kind of static defense. There's nothing here. There's no tanks or anything like that. There's a lot of mines though. So these mines we need to get cleared out. West, the reinforcement from Flash is sending some of his, I guess, raids over to that side of the map. These 3 vultures we've gotten towards the top. We're trying to clear them out. Looks like Raid's gonna try to come out. We have a single Goliath. I need to actually scan He does scan and he's trying to get these raids, but there's just way too many raids and not enough Goliath. These tanks will come out and there's going to be some siege mode, and these raids will eat them alive. This is not really good here. He's not sieging. You need to send some on the high ground. But look at how fast those tanks are falling. These 3 tanks will go on high ground to destroy all of the SSV. Where's the reinforcement? There's going to be counter raids. You need to clear all these raids right now. These tanks are getting eaten up alive, and there's going to be a nice attack. The Goliath's coming from flash, so this base will clear out. But these tanks are doing some good shot. But I think losing all of these tanks will be not so very good for Rush. Rush is falling hard in supply, and he's still mining once again in fewer bases compared to his enemy. There's going to be a push in the middle of the map. Nice engagement by both of these players, and I'm just still very surprised and very angry that Rush allowed this area to just remain there. But anyways, GG from Rush. Nicely played from Flash, and I'll see you in the next round of ASL. Bye bye.